Welcome to the first part in the Retro Sci-Fi Mega Tutorial. Let's roll the video. Okay, so this is basically a four-part tutorial where I will be going over the style guide in the first part, which is the video you're going to be seeing here. We're going to be seeing the particle burst in part 2, multicolor smoke in part 3, and some sort of easy glitch effect in part 4. If you're new to the channel, my name is Shul Gonsalves and I create and break down animation and special effects to help you become a better animator. If you don't want to miss the next few parts of this series, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon. But let's jump straight into it and see what we are going to create. So this is what we're looking at today, and just as a little explanation of why this works and where it came from. So what is the basis of these chrome effects from the 80s? Basically, all it was is that these objects and text were this perfectly shiny chrome effect that was reflecting the horizon in the background. So whether it's reflecting the sky and the ocean like we have in this case right here, or the sky and some sort of desert land, which would be kind of orangey in the background. You're changing colors with the times of day, the midday, the afternoon. You can bring some purples in there. Really, it's just stylizing it to kind of reflect the background. And you'll see different versions of these. Mine has a straight line for the ocean. You'll see some wavy lines, and then you can even build in some mountains at the background, and you'll still get the exact same effect. I'm going to just start by creating a new document. I'm going to create this at 800 by 800 pixels in height and width. And then if you've got a logo that you want to work with, or a badge or something, just bring it in. If you want to download the exact kind of objects that I'm using, just head on over to the website. The link's in the description, and I will have those images for you to download. So we've got these two right here. Just going to bring them in, double click and double click. Just going to expand and drop this below. Let's take that up. I'm going to create one more layer behind and just fill that with black. Take that to the top, and now we can just reposition this logo because it is not perfectly circular with these areas jumping out over there. So first off, let's create this blue area, this metallic blue in the center here. And to do that, I'm going to just create a selection from this, hide it so I've still got my original object, create a new layer, and just fill it with any color. Then we're going to jump into layer styles, and we're going to go to gradient overlay. So looking at this gradient overlay, let's change the blend mode to normal if it's not already, opacity to 100, and I'm going to select the actual gradient. So I have chosen a few colors here, and you can copy along or just choose some blues of your own. The first one I am going to go for 073 F5. And then on the other side, I'm going to do 82 AD and F3. Press enter. And then right in the middle, let's say about 49, we will have a different color. Let's put in 60 A1 and F2. And press OK, and we want one just at about 50, so it's right next to it, and this will be just plain white. Then we can push this other one just quite close to it to create this sharper kind of horizon. I also have two more colors in this, so let's just pop them in here, one there and one there. I'm going to make this one 4B, 7F, and C6. Press OK, and this one I'm just going to select one of these little lighter blues. Now, because my gradient goes right to the bottom and my logo stretches right through here, we're not going to get a lot of this end color, so I'm just going to pull these until I see them a bit better. And I'm quite happy with that, so we're going to go OK, and we are going to add a stroke, or we're just going to select stroke on. If you don't have a stroke there, go to FX and add a stroke over there. I want to make this 2 pixels. The position is going to be outside and it's going to be white. Let's just press OK. I'm going to hide this background so we can see what's going on here. And I'm going to double click on the effects word again so that we can carry on adding more strokes. I'm going to press the plus button and drop down to the stroke below. We're going to make this one black. And we're going to make this 4. Actually, let's make this a dark blue. So I'm going to pick a color and come right down here to about there. I'm going to press the plus button on the next stroke, and we're going to do a gradient stroke for this one. Let's make this about 10 pixels. We'll see this coming out now. Now we can see that darker stroke over there. And what I want to do is I want to reuse this blue gradient that we used before. What we can do is just come here, click on the gradient, and we can save this. So I'm going to say blue gradient tut and click new, and it'll add it to all the gradients that you create. And you can see I've created quite a few over here. I'll go OK. When you select stroke, just click on the down arrow and scroll all the way to the bottom and just select one of these. Now we can edit this quickly, and what works for this is just offsetting this horizon slightly. So let's say 48, and this to take that down, and now we've got that kind of offset and starts looking like these chrome objects are on different kind of planes. Next, something that you would like to do is just, let's pull these back. We've got some extra edges here, and we just want to add another one of these. So by selecting it, we can just add another one, and then let's add one of these over here. One of these over here. And I'm pretty happy with that. Go OK. I'm gonna turn on my circle on the background. I am missing just one more stroke on the back here, so double click, add another stroke, change it to color, change that to 14, and we can keep it that dark blue. Last thing I want to do is just add a soft drop shadow. So if you don't have a drop shadow, just go to the FX button, add the drop shadow, and by selecting it, I am going to just make this black. I am going to also change the distance to 9, spread to 23, and the size to 21. And we should get this soft kind of drop shadow just affecting the background. Hit OK, and the last thing we need to do is this circle in the background. Now if we just go to Layer, Layer Style, add a gradient overlay, we should already start seeing a few of our strokes over here. So this will save us some time as we just finish this whole effect off. If you're finding this tutorial helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. So let's just edit this gradient very quickly. This will go much quicker than before. It's just a 3-color gradient. The first one is, if you want to copy what I'm doing, it is 611, 649. I'm going to literally just spot that color. And the middle one, I am going to make this CA4083. Press OK. And OK there. Then we can just turn on the 2 first strokes, which was our blue and white. And I just want to make them slightly bigger. So let's make it 4, and let's make this one 6. And press OK. We can hide that, and we've got our logo that we'll be working on. There's plenty of variations that you can work on with this. So I've got some examples here. So that's our blue one. I made an orange version just by editing the gradients. We have the blue sky and that kind of desert land, and we've got the purple ground. The other thing that you can do if you are editing text or whatever, you can just double click on your effects, and then you can save this as a style just by going new style, saving it. And then if you have some new text, I could literally go to my effects settings over here, and you can create a whole library of effects, and then just click on it and it'll apply it straight away. Thanks very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Until next time.